Alright, so this is the video for my first interaction that I had with Fynn, and I guess it's kind of like the second one, but I actually just did it. I had tea with him up in his place, and the tea's cold now, but that's what we were just doing. And while we were talking, the biggest difference that I figured out between like schooling in Germany and in the US is in the primary schooling. Like in the US, we go up through elementary school, middle school, into high school, and then you kind of like pick which kind of pathway you want to take. But in Germany, it actually goes like you go up schooling all the way to fourth grade, and then once you hit fourth grade, that's when you get split into like the lower tier school, the middle one, or like the higher one, like the engineers and like doctors and stuff. And it's that earlier that they split you up, and that was like the first thing that he told me that just blew my mind. That's just such a big difference between having so much time until you make these big moves in your like academic career path, and then in Germany it's just so early. They just already put you on the path, even if like if you're not doing so well up until then, and then they put you on that path. I guess he told me that you can move up in those schools, but it's actually like it doesn't happen that much unless you really are like making a big improvement from what you're doing before. But I thought that was weird that is so early that they make that big decision for these kids, and they don't even know what they want to do yet, but they're already thinking about it when they're like, I think he told me you're like 11 years old when that happens, which is just really odd to me. So it goes like that, and then Fynn actually left in the fourth grade, so he didn't have to go through any of that going to the different schools because he came to the US. So for the most part, we did have the same schooling because I guess he was there until fourth grade, and he came in fourth grade year, so we went through middle school the same and high school the same. We were talking about it. We were both from Michigan pretty much, so, or not from Michigan, but we both went to high school in Michigan, so it was pretty similar. But yeah, I like the layout for the American school a lot more. I guess I'm saying that from my point of view with not being in Germany. I don't know how the schooling goes there, but honestly, the idea of how we have the schooling set over on this side of the ocean sounds like more appealing to me. But yeah, another weird thing that he was telling me is that when he came here, he also went to German school in America at the same time as attending regular primary school like I did. And it wasn't just to keep up with his German grammar or like still be able to speak as well as he did before he came here, but now when he was a junior in high school, it lined up with the graduation from his German school, and that pretty much meant that once he passed the big German test in American schooling, that meant that he could actually go back to Germany for college if he wanted to. So that was the big reasoning on him doing that. So yeah, it was actually I was actually really interested in what he had to tell me, because there's a lot about German schooling that is really different from us that I had no idea about. So yeah, it was a good interaction. Ready for the next one.